I'm Brian Tyree Henry, and I play D16, who becomes Megatron. It still doesn't truly feel like it happened, and that I'll be a part of the pantheon that is Transformers as one of the greatest, arch nemesis of all time. But I was incredibly elated. My inner child was going insane, still is. But you answer the call. It truly was, just one of those benchmarks in your career that you're like, oh, I really did that. Like, I'm really a part of that. So it still feels truly incredible, incredibly honored too. That's always been my favorite thing about villains, actually, is like, I don't believe any villains started completely evil or angry. Like, something made them who they were, and then they go on this charge to fulfill whatever destiny they think they have to. But what I really like about this one is that it is truly the beginning. And we got all the humans out of the way. That's the thing with Trent, like, get the humans out of there. Humans complicate stuff. So like this one, we at least start on Cybertron where they originate, which is their home. We rarely get to see like where they come from and also just to see the absolute beginning of Optimus and Megatron, like the fact that they were actually brothers, like really close brothers, best friends, and what unfolded and how they got to where they were. So the origin of all these Transformers is what really appealed to me.
Take these and access your full potential. It's time to show them we are more than meets the eye.
D16, scrappy, smart, hard worker, really likes to follow the rules, a really loyal friend, a really great dude, a lot of heart, but he isn't as precocious and inquisitive about why things are the way they are as, Orion Pax, Optimus Prime. He truly is aspiring to be more, but he's not gonna cross the line. He's about justice. He hates injustice, and he's just really loyal. And what I loved the most about playing D16 was to really find the heart of who he was. To really find out, what made him laugh, what made him, fearful, all the things that truly you don't really get to see once he becomes Megatron. I really wanted to figure out, get to the core, honestly, of who he was. The biggest thing you find out about D16 is that he truly is about fighting injustice. He really wants to right the wrongs that have happened. He doesn't like being deceived. He doesn't like, feeling like he isn't worth anything. And I just wanted people to really care about that, to really follow his heart and to see that, he is championing for things to be right. He doesn't like injustice. And I think that that's one of the best traits about him. I think that's what we kind of want in our friends, right? We want somebody that's going to be our protector, that'll have our back, that'll actually stand up for us. And that's D16 in a nutshell.
There's a reason no one goes to the surface. It's dangerous.
Why'd you bring jetpacks?
If we survive this, I'm gonna kill you.
It's crazy when you watch the film how much our personalities are really in these characters, because I feel like Orion is Chris 100,000%. The precociousness, the like little deviant, a little mischievous, but also truly just a person that you want to follow, a person that you want to like tag along with, all these little schemes that he comes up with. But a truly, truly good friend. To play with Chris, like when you meet him, he's just absolutely the most approachable, loving, silly, goofiest person ever. And so when you put the two of us together in these two, characters, you watch this friendship blossom, you root for this friendship, you want to see it become more steeped in like loyalty and love rather than what we eventually know it becomes.
So, how long long do you think we'll be here?
I'm not talking to you.
You know what? We are so screwed.
Thought you weren't talking to me.
We're seeing them on their home planet. We're seeing them on their home turf. We're seeing them where they originated. We're seeing them actually discovering who they are. The whole premise of this movie is them trying to figure out who they are on this planet. If they, they've been assigned certain destinies of what they're going to be and what charge they have to take and where they live and what they do and what job it is. And you watch them. It's such a coming of age tale, and so you're watching, Orion and D16 try to figure out who they are. Where you have D16 who's like, oh yeah, that's what they told me I'm gonna be. That's what I'm gonna be. Where Orion is very much like, there's got to be something more. And I think we all can relate to that. I think, as we grow, these are the things that we're trying to figure out about ourselves. Where do we belong? Where do we fit? Who are the people that are going to be by our side? Like, what does friendship truly mean? And so you meet all of these characters trying to figure all of that out. Josh's excitement is really contagious. And I love that when we want to go back to these stories that we've all held over time, that we grew up with, you want somebody who truly cares about it, somebody who you felt like sat right on the sofa with you Saturday morning eating a bowl of cereal. And that's who Josh is. His imagination is unlike anything that I've ever seen. You can't help but get excited. I hope that whatever notions that people walked into Transformers with, we completely changed our minds. I want people to truly care about Megatron, to see that, there was more to him, to really hold the friendship that the four of these bots had very close, to know that everything that we have been told isn't necessarily the truth of who these bots are, and that you walk out with your heart like just incredibly full of just like, oh, like that's where they started. That's what was possible. And fun, because it's a funny movie. It's fun. It is absolutely fun. The adventure that they go on this one is nonstop. Like it from the moment you sit down, it's off to the races. I think that this is a reminder of why we go to the movies. A movie like this, it's a reminder of why we, come out of our homes and sit next to a bunch of strangers to have this kind of joy, to have that kind of fun, and the nostalgia of it, and how we're just flipping it on its head, so you get to see the beginning.